Day 1 on the campsite, and it's the bakers' holiday, so they're in control. Tough disciplinarian Teresa wastes no time in laying down the first of many rules.
Shall I tell you, unfortunately, I'm horrible. Do you know what the rule is? If you're given a choice, everything you choose you have to eat. You're not allowed to leave any.
That sounds good.
How many rashers of bacon would you like?
Can I have 2?
How many rashers of bacon?
1, please.
The Arms seem happy to go along with the new regime. For now.
If their kids ask for something to eat, they can have whatever they want, but they have to eat it. And that's what we would like to do in our house, although we never manage to do it because we don't. So actually it's quite good for our kids to have to eat what they say they want on their plate.
Toby's not impressed with the baker's breakfast menu.
They might be cutting.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
What looks disgusting? Oh, that's all right. You don't like fat on your bacon either, right?
It's cooked, it's different, Toby.
No, my children. No, I have to have it cut off for our lot.
You don't say that looks disgusting, do you? It's normal bacon.
Rhiannon's equally unimpressed with the breakfast, but in the Baker household, answering back is asking for trouble.
I don't.
You do like the fat on the bacon.
I don't.
I know you don't, and don't speak to me like that or you will get a smack. I'm not fussed who's watching.
Well, you should. Sorry.
Get off that chair now. Get out here now. Don't answer back.
Now you asked for that one, didn't you? That's enough.
I said I don't care who's looking, and she said, well, you should. Sorry.
No worries.
You have to do
It's your
it.
kids.
Stop it, or you'll go to bed with no breakfast. Sorry I smacked the kid. At least it was my child. She's got to learn she can't just be naughty just because we're with other people.
Help it. Forget it. I can't.
You can. You can help everything that happens in life.
Hey, some philosophy. Keep going.
My children normally they get 2 chances. With me they get 2, with John they get 1. He'll say don't do that, and if they do it again he'll clout them. I'm not one of those mums that keeps threatening and doing nothing.
I think they're more strict generally with their kids, and, you know, my emotional response to that is that I wouldn't want to be quite that strict with my children. But their children seem perfectly happy about it, so it's not, you know, for them it works, that's okay.
The Arms rarely smack their boys, so the Baker's style of parenting is a real shock to the system for Ollie and Toby.
They'll get used to me yelling by the end of the week.
No, they'll be up for that.
Because I do yell.
They'll probably have a whimper every now and again, but
Oh, as long as it's no worse than Rhiannon, I can cope.
yeah, it's fine.
Those out of the children's way.
If it's not, I'll tell you.
With the discipline issues temporarily put aside, the Bakers reveal what's in store for Jonathan.
Come on then. Spill the beans.
After breakfast, we will be building that car. Now, either it is going to be your dream or your nightmare. Because you are going to race that on Thursday night.
Okay. Excellent.
Teresa might not smack Amanda, but she's happy to lay down the law when the kids make a mess of the camp.
When I went round the side of the caravan, there's rubbish out in the field. All rubbish goes straight into a carrier bag. Otherwise we're going to have wasps everywhere, or worse than that, we could have rats. Can we have that as a new rule, please?
Do you want the shake on it, boys?
So the next one I catch dumping their rubbish gets a clout outside the ear. Yeah?
Yep.
I tried to be nice about asking. I think I was nice when I asked. I don't think I was too evil. I can be. I can be totally evil. I don't like being totally evil, but I am sometimes.
You've got to do something.
Have you? You have to be sometimes, do you?
Lunchtime, and Teresa's preparing a tinned feast for everybody. Whilst Jonathan and Amanda have been away from the caravan, the children have misbehaved. Teresa and John have smacked their daughter Rhiannon and shouted at Ollie and Toby. The boys are upset, and Amanda is furious.
Amanda!
I'm going to see Toby because he's crying.
Okay,
I'll come back and talk to you about it in a minute.
speak to
The child is more important than
Sort
you.
that out and I'll have a word with you about something else.
I'm sorry, John, but I don't... This, as soon as our backs are turned...
That's a load of old so you can get your At this caravan.
John, leave it. That's not what we've agreed.
She's just accused me of, as soon as her back is turned, we're underhand. I'm not having that. Really well.
After checking that the boys are okay, Amanda comes back to hear the Bakers' version of events.
The children started the problem.
So you deal with it as an adult, not as a child.
Don't bother, John.
Shouting is the behaviour of a child.
Is it?
Yes.
I didn't particularly threaten your children. Yes, I
I'm
said,
not saying
who did
you did.
this?
I'm saying my children could have perceived it as threatening because they're not used to being
The bit that
spoken
really
to or dealt with
upset
in that
me-
way.
the bit that
We
really
intimidated them.
You intimidated them, not necessarily deliberately, but that was the result of your action. And surely, as an adult, you should be able to understand that and have sympathy with that.
So if he was at school and
No,
the
I don't,
headmaster said
because
to him,
this is
did
going
you do that,
nowhere.
boy?
No,
He'd say,
this is going
no,
nowhere.
it wasn't me, sir.
This is going
Because he
nowhere,
might
and
be-
I really don't want to continue this conversation.
Okay.
With the fate of the holiday on a knife edge, Jonathan and Amanda step outside to discuss whether to carry on.
I'm upset.
I know.
I know you're upset.
Do you understand why?
Yes.
Does John understand why?
I can understand that you have got concerns.
I think it's a real shame that I shouted at your kids. And I can only promise that I would try not to. I try very hard not to shout at other people's kids normally. We're very much people that we fly off the handle, but as soon as it's done, it's done.
You can't fly off the handle with my children.
It's hit a particularly sensitive area, and whether that can be resolved, I don't know.
What do we do to resolve it?
I'm not sure. I don't know yet.
Basically,
we have to start by one thing.
how I look at resolving this issue so this never happens again, I've got to change who I am. I can't do it.
All we can do is promise to try, and if that's not good enough, that's not good enough.
Okay.
And what did
But
I
I
say to you
still
today?
cannot control your behaviour and your responses to things, and that is what my problem is.
You can't
mind.
guarantee anything in life.
I can never tell what will fire me off.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Do you accept
I
that
would
they're
like to
going-
go home tomorrow. Tonight.
do you
I would like to go home. I don't want to spend time with this family. This is all over.
No, that's it. Fine, done.
After staying the night in a nearby hotel, the Arms are still planning to leave.
I felt it necessary to ask John directly whether he could assure us that he would not use the same level of discipline with our children as he does with his own. And he simply couldn't give us that assurance. And we feel that's wrong. Therefore, we've made a decision to not continue with the holiday. And now we're going to go home and spend some time with our family.
For the Bakers, going on the next holiday without the Arms is a daunting prospect. They're not seasoned travellers and the children haven't even flown before. But after a night of soul-searching, they've decided to go it alone, wherever that may be.
Go on then, open it up. Careful, careful.
Be gentle with it.
Where are you going?
We're going to Casablanca. Are you ready, girls? Are you ready to go? Totally ready.
As the Bakers check in at Heathrow, the Arms arrive back home in Exeter, where Amanda and Jonathan reflect on their decision to leave.
I would love to have gone. I really am disappointed that we haven't gone.
But I'm absolutely sure that we did the right thing, for the sake of our children, and I would have done the same thing over and over again.
You got 199. Yep, there.
I truly hope they love the desert like we do, because we think it's the best place they could possibly go.
The Bakers have also been reflecting on the dispute with the Arms and have decided to try and turn over a new leaf.
This next week, as long as you're good girls, we'll try not to shout. Is that a deal? You be good, we won't shout.
What did you think about Skegness then, Ollie?
That's not that was a question.
Oh, you can answer it.
Yeah, well, it
Banger
was.
racing?
Yeah, I like the banger racing. And a fun fair.
Chicken nuggets.
No.
What about living in the caravans?
Um,
What was that like, living in the caravan?
not very comfortable.
Not very comfortable. A bit squashed, weren't we?
Yeah.
Being in Skegness felt like roughing it. Felt like hard work. Being in the desert just felt natural and easy.
It's been a tough few days for the Bakers, but they've reached the end of their desert adventure. Tomorrow, they head back home.
This has been my favourite day. What about you, Michaela? Great.
Today's got to have been the best day.
Well, tomorrow we're going back to the hotel and I really miss the desert.
Next morning, the Bakers make the long trip back to civilization. And over dinner, they have time to reflect on their holiday, particularly the argument with the Arms family over how to discipline children.
I don't think that we caused the whole problem. I think we were the root cause of the problem. But I don't think that
I think the main problem is how they reacted to it.
Even though we tell you off all the time and smack you sometimes, do you know that we love you?
I think shouting at you is the best way.
Why?
You just go all soft on them, or else I think they can do everything.
Treading on eggshells isn't my forte.
No, not mine.
Might be after going in the desert, or if I'm in that environment, maybe I would change. Probably the first time that I can remember in my life, I'm actually fairly calm as a person. There's no stress. I have actually considered taking up meditation, just to
What's meditation?
being quiet. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you for showing us your world. It's a very special world.
So maybe tomorrow I'll find my way home.
What are you going to miss most, the desert or a bath? A bath. This trip is something that we would never have done. And had we seen a holiday brochure before we came, we would have said, no, you can't take small children to do something like that.
You can.
But our children have proved to be very strong. They've probably coped even better than us. Is it nice to have nearly a whole week without being shouted at?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're going to try to be good so we don't need to shout anymore?
Thanks, Jonathan and Amanda, for sending us to Morocco. We had a really great time, and it really was a shame that you couldn't come with us.
We really wanted to go along with you and show you our holiday. And I'm really disappointed not to have seen the girls and how they enjoyed it too. But I'm sure you understand exactly why we didn't come with you.
I really wish that night hadn't happened. We'd got on so well until then, and I think we would have got on really fantastic right through.
We brought back from the desert with us feelings of peace and calmness and inner happiness, I suppose. And we really hope that you bring back some of that with you.
So would you like to see them again? Do you guess who that was?